Guys, today I'm going to talk about Preachers of LA Season 2, Episode 12. I'm not going in order. It was just two things to talk about through this episode. And we're going to start off with the most boring, Dietrich Haddon. Dietrich wants to talk to his manager or somebody that's part of his management team named Rhoda. All of a sudden, Dietrich Haddon wants to do mainstream. And this is what I talk about with reality shows, and then it changes people and stuff like that. And it's just something about me that just feel like this show have changed Dietrich. Well, it changed most of these people on the show. Pastor Brian, all of them. But I'm not. I guess me growing up in the church, I feel some kind of way of him going from mainstream to gospel. I mean, from gospel to mainstream music. He talking about, oh, we could sing about. I just want to sing about love and wah wah wah. And then he was like, Pharrell sing the happy song and everybody singing that in church. And I'm like, okay, but that song is way different than what you're trying to sing. He did this showcase and to, I guess, get people a feel of what he's trying to do. And the music sounded like blues with a little R&B kind of feel, like the old school Marvin Gaye, Al Green, you know, them type of people, like back, you know, in the 70s and stuff like that kind of people. So I wouldn't probably mind if he was just coming out, but he's been this big gospel star for a very long time. So for him to just all of a sudden, now that you're on TV and you're getting different kind of thing, now you want to do mainstream? It's just something rubbing me the wrong way about him just doing that whole little mainstream thing. But if that's what you want to do, try it. And if you fail, just know that the gospel people are going to have a field day with it. Just saying. Because, you know, gospel people, church people is the most judgmental people I know. So they're going to have a problem with you going back and forth. He talking about you can put both kind of music on the same album. And I'm like, no, you can't. No, you can't do that. Sorry, boo. Anyway, let's move on from him because that shit was boring anyway. So we have Bishop Ron Gibson and Sister Lizette, also Pastor Jay, and he brings another pro skater, and they're doing the gang summit. I thought the gang summit was supposed to be the same thing that Bishop Noel Jones was doing. I didn't know this was going to be two separate things. But, okay, we can get with this. I mean, how many episodes it gonna be? Shit, this is like episode 12. Like, how many episodes we gonna have? 20-something? Like, when we gonna get to the big thing? Sorry, y'all got my pajamas on. Anyway, so he goes back to the Imperial Course. Before he goes back there, Jay's talking to his wife about going back to the Imperial Course and it's Ron's old stuffing ground. So, he's excited to go help Ron out, and she asked him, was it dangerous and stuff like that. So he was like, yeah, it's very dangerous. So she ain't going. So we get to the summit and we have Sister Soldier from the projects. We have these other founders from the projects that, you know, help the inner city youth. And they all talking or whatever and trying to figure out what they going to do. Oh, but before the summit started, Sister Maisha, her dad is going to cater the gang summit because apparently he make real good chicken. And he used to also be in the gangs in Compton. He said how he was shot 6 times in Compton. He is Compton, all that kind of stuff. So he's excited to, you know, work with Bishop Ron and going back and helping a little, you know, the inner city or whatever. So they get to the projects and everything is going good. Ron is, you know, talking to Sister Soldier, seeing her story, the other guy's story, all this kind of stuff. Then you get this one guy. He comes up, start calling with his camera, start calling Ron a fraud, saying, you ain't been over here, you ain't from here. Ron like, I am from here. So they kind of get in an argument or whatever. And I felt like the dude was so out of fucking line. To me, that's just with somebody trying to get some camera time. Just saying. So they're talking or whatever, and they, like I said, they're going back and forth. And some other guys, I think it was Yvette's brother and some other people, was telling Ron how you haven't been over here in 40 years. This is a whole new day and age, kind of different gangbangers. Like, dude, all the dudes you probably was gangbanging with is dead, basically. This is a whole different generation. You ain't been over here in a long time. They don't know you, so hey. And that's usually how it is. Like, we get these new up and coming gangbangers, and you know how you grow up, you move out the hood or whatever, and then you go back and be like, I'm from here. They be like, no, you're not. You ain't from here. I'll be like, boo, I can tell you everything that happened around here. Just saying. So, cause you know, like, when I was small, when I was born, we was living in them projects. The same damn projects they was in. We lived in there. My mom probably moved out of there when we was like a year or two. But my family is from the Imperial Court projects. They are called the PJs. Anybody from LA know those projects are called the PJs. PJ Watts. Anybody know that? So, yeah, I got family from there. Still, to this day, live up in there. If you go back on my Instagram, maybe a couple of months ago, I was just in there for my aunt. My aunt had died, and we had her little, you know how they eat afterwards? It was right there where that gym was at, where they was sitting at, all like that. We was right there too. So, you know, it is dangerous over there. I can't lie. Shit. When we was at the funeral, I had on a dress. What did I have on? I had on something dressy. But I bet you on the way from the church to the projects, I had on some stretch pants, some tennis shoes, and a tank top. Because I know what kind of neighborhoods that is. Anything liable to jump off. So I get, you know, you always got to be on your, you know, P's and Q's. But to me, that's any project you go to, wherever you live at. So, you know, but like I said, it was really cool of let me stop calling him pastor, Bishop Ron and Pastor Jay to even go back into the community, give back, talk to them, talk to the kids. Pastor Jay, like I said, he brought one of his co-pastors from his church that used to be a pro skater, that got involved in drugs and stuff like that, and did 5 years in prison. And he came back out, turned his life around, being a pastor. So they was talking to the little kids. They was giving out skateboards to the little kids. I thought that was awesome. I usually would have said this was a boring episode, but there was so much information up in this episode. So many people probably got something from this episode that you can't call it a bad episode. But it was, like I said, it was really good because I like to see people going back into the inner city and reaching out, and like I said, if it can help one person, that's all that it matters. They had Sister Soldier speak about her 2 boys that got killed. Another young man spoke about how his son wasn't in the gang and he got killed. They had a lot of different former gang members, people that's still in the gang, because that girl is still a gang member. They were talking about their experiences. So it was, like I said, it was a really, really cool show. That's all I really have. Sorry it wasn't long and step by step, but like I said, it wasn't really nothing that happened. And I want to get this video out tonight, or was gonna probably be a first thing in the morning or whatever. And I go into surgery in the morning, so please keep me in your prayers, and everybody that's been sending their thoughts and prayers, thank you very, very, very much. But yeah, that's all that happened. So tell me what you guys thought about this episode of Preachers of LA, season 2, episode 12. Like I said, I'm really having mixed feelings about Dietrich Haddon singing mainstream music, of him being in the gospel world and still trying to stay in the gospel world, especially with him with that show with Michelle Williams called Fix My Choir. We was always taught to choose one. You can't serve 2 gods. We was always taught that when we were younger. I'm still taught that as an adult. Like, you can't serve 2 gods. I'm just saying. Especially not trying to have a title in the church. It's hard to look at you like that. And I'm sorry. Especially with the kids these days. These kids would be confused. But yeah, tell me what you thought. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, Xbox Live. I'll talk to you guys in the comments section, or I'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure you check out Mike B 801, Squeaky Jones, Marcus Williams, Truth Seeker 5000, some more Love TV. I'm trying to think of anybody. Oh, the Knicks. We all do Preachers of Ballet reviews. So talk to us and we'll talk to you back. Alright, talk to you guys later. Peace.